stay on the low like the earth spot. Put a big loss on your earn chart. Nice as the nurse on my birth shot.
What's up, folks? Listen to Yasin Bey. You know who Yasin Bey is. Most definitely know who Yasin Bey is. Laundry day. I just dropped off my pants because I want them to be pressed. And what I find is you can wear pants more than one day if they're have a little starch in them and are pressed. And me being in the situation I am, I don't have room to have 5 pairs of pants to wear all. I have 3. So I dropped off 2 of them. I'll have another pair. I got to go in tomorrow. I got to interview a guy. He works Monday through Friday. So I scheduled the interview for him over the weekend. Dedicated, son. Dedicated to the cause. So I'm doing laundry and I should be like enjoying coffee right now. Chillaxing in a nice cafe, but I got shit to do because I don't do anything until the weekend comes. I'm a regular fucking weekend warrior now. I kind of don't like it. I kind of like going to do stuff during the middle of the week. I don't know. What can you do? So I'll go to a coffee shop an hour later. I was gonna drop my shit off. I dropped my pants off at dry cleaners. They're gonna launder it and press it, put some sick ass creases in them. And I was gonna come here and they got a service, and I'm like, I'll drop my shit off here too, and then I'll go to a coffee shop. $1.50 a pound to get them tomorrow. $1.50 a pound, 12-pound minimum. Fuck that, sir. 12-pound minimum. And I had 7. I even threw extra shit in there. I had 7 pounds of clothes. 12-pound minimum. She goes, yeah, we gotta process it as the minimum. Fuck that. $1.50 times 12. Oh, and that's not until tomorrow. If I want it today, it's $2 a pound. That's $24 to do my laundry. It's gonna cost me $2.50. Maybe another $1.50 to dry it, if that. Because all I'm washing now is 2 shirts and my chones. Anyways, I think I have a goal. Remember, I don't know. I made a post a while ago. Like, what am I gonna reverse engineer? What? Like, I think that is the key to life. Is the figure it out. One of the keys to life. But figure out what it is you want, and maybe this is just financially speaking. But figure out what it is you want, and I've heard this over the years. I've never done it. And then go in reverse order where you need to be in increments until that point. So let's say I want something in 10 years. What do I need to do? If we break that down into 10 individual years, where do I need to be financially? The year before that, the year before that, the year before that, the year before that, until now, until present day. All right, what do I need to be? You can do that with being a physician, or being a dentist, or being an architect, or being an entrepreneur, or anything. You break it down. What do I need to do to be a nurse? Well, I need to go to nursing school. What do I need to finish nursing school? What do I need to do to finish nursing school? I need to take class in organic chemistry or human anatomy, and I need to, that's a simple example. Actually, that's one of the easiest examples is getting a college degree. You have that goal in mind, and it's broken down for you over, depending on the degree, 4 years, by the semester, by the week, by the day. It's all broken down. And that's reverse engineering. You want to be a fucking architect? I always wanted to pretend to be an architect. You know that. There's a process. There's a broken down step-by-step process that results in you being an architect when you're done. So I've never applied that to anything. I've always just start at the bottom and see where I end up. Sometimes I got lucky, sometimes I didn't. Most of the time I didn't. Fucking cloud cover, fucking with it. This thing, don't let it fool you. It pulls a lot of amps, a lot of watts. It is, probably nothing compared to a regular refrigerator, but I haven't put a demand on this thing since I've owned it. Every now and then I'll charge my computer, my laptop, but usually I plug in my laptop when I'm at a coffee shop. So this thing is putting its work in. The thing is, my solar panel is a 100-watt solar panel. I've never seen 100 watts out of it. I think I've talked about this already. So anyways, back to my goal. I have something to reverse engineer. Before I was like, what do I have to reverse engineer? What? It all sounds like a good theory, but what do I want to reverse engineer? I think I have something. It makes me feel good that I think I have something. My buddy bought a cabin, and the weekend he closed, I went up there with him and we hung out, and I saw this property for sale. 500-acre ranch up in the mountains. Beautiful piece of property. I couldn't even see. There was a gate with an archway and a cabin, a nice house in the background that I could see in long distance. And I was like, I would like to buy that. I would like to own something like that. Price on it is $4 million. I've never seen bicyclists. They think they own the road. But cars can smash them and run them over. That's the thing. You have to, you have rights and everything, but you should also keep in mind your safety. Anyways, $4 million. I don't have $4 million. I don't have anything close to $4 million. I barely have $4. I should say 400. I barely have $400. You know how many $400 it would take to buy this piece of property? $1,400,000. No, $100,400. I'm not real good with math. So I need to reverse engineer. So I need a timeline. Like 10 years would be nice. I don't want to be that old when I finally get my ranch. 10 years would be nice. I rolled the window up so that I can have kind of a quiet place to talk, and it's hot in here. But I have something to reverse engineer. I have something to strive for. I want to buy 500 acres in the mountains. I want to buy $4 million piece of property. That's not going to happen overnight. This is new me. Although there's a little piece of me back here, like way in the back, that's thinking, let's make $4 million real quick. It's never worked. That's never worked for me. Very rarely has anything I said I wanted right away come true. But I can work towards it. I can take baby steps. I can live cheaply. I can invest money. I can keep writing. I keep writing books. Maybe I'll sell 1 million books. If I sell 1 million books at $3 a book, that's pretty near. That's pretty close to my goal. I have to pay tax and shit. Anyways, I guess I'm kind of excited. Other piece of news is, got a phone call from a friend of mine, business owner, who said he has some money and he wants to get into real estate, and he's wondering if I would sell my 2 houses in St. Louis. The answer to that is, hell yes, I will. Let me walk away with enough money to maybe buy a mountain bike. That's what I told him. If I can walk away out of that deal with enough money to buy a mountain bike, he can have the house for what I owe. So I have to cover. I want to be able to cover closing costs. I want to be able to put about $2,000 in my pocket, and he can buy both those houses with. They probably have at least $15,000 in equity. He'll be getting into these properties for around $10,000 to $15,000 equity in each one. I don't care about them. I want them gone. I don't care about how much equity I have in them. Excuse me. Just fucking burp on video, stupid. I don't care how much equity. I don't care that I'm losing $20,000 maybe, potentially, right? I don't care. I want them gone. I don't want them. Give me a couple bucks so I can, it'll be nice to have some money in my pocket, get a steak dinner, maybe take a girl out for drinks. Make me an offer where that's more than what I owe. Obviously, I don't have the money to cover it. They're worth more than I owe. I just don't want to owe anything. So I sent him the numbers. I didn't tell him how much I wanted for the house. House is to him. I'd send him 2 sets of numbers. I sent the number that I owe, what I owe the bank for each one, and I sent him the number of a comp for each house, right? A comparable market analysis. I sent him the approximate value of each house, and I sent him the amount that I owe on each house, and letting him do the math and make me an offer. I want to cover closing costs. I want to put $2,000 in my pocket. At least cover closing costs. At least cover closing costs. Don't tell him that. But if I can get closing costs covered and then get a steak dinner, I'll be more than happy to walk away. That'll be a relief. I don't have to worry about those things anymore. I'll have one house left that is in the same town of my property manager. One house left that makes me money every month. If it wasn't for that house, that other house that makes a shit ton of money every month, I'd be in trouble because I don't take any of that money. I let the property manager hold it, and when the other two have problems, that money covers the money from one house covers the problems for the other house. Other houses. Anyways, that's it. Reverse engineering. How do I buy this piece of property in 10 to 15 years from now? I gotta start taking the steps now. I gotta be patient. I gotta work towards it. You know, I can take baby steps, and now as long as I know what direction I'm going, I'm gonna get there. I want a piece of property. I want to be able to park my van or build a tiny home, and I want to be able to invite other people who live in tiny homes or other van dwellers to come stay on my property for $5 a night. I have showers and Wi-Fi. Those dirtbags love showers and Wi-Fi. They do. They really do. Oh, also hunting. 500 acres. You can hunt on 500 acres. You can totally hunt on 500 acres. All right. So that possible offer on my 2 houses. Possible finally getting rid of those 2 houses in St. Louis. For this guy to be able to buy them, get up to $30,000 in equity right off the bat, get to collect rent right off the bat, and pay cash. So he will be putting nearly $1,600 a month in his pocket, and he'll have around $20,000 to $30,000 in equity from day one. That's a good investment. That's a good deal. Give me $2,000, and we call it a deal. All right. Fíjate tú. All right, peace out. Don't forget, Marisol Rivera. Check it out right here, okay? Ciao.